County here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Texans sideline, head coach D'Amico Ryan. His team in the win column for the first time with their victory a week ago. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Jacksonville. Woo! He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
A gain of 9 yards.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown Jaguars. It's his second touchdown of the year.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Next, the score, Jaguars 7, Texans 0.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. Uh-oh. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
First down, Houston.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. First carry for Joe Mixon. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. To return, it is Turpin. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to Etienne. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This Etienne. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
That is caught outside on the RPO. And they listen him down, but out before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And the Jaguars first down.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He keeps it himself. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First carry for the Auburn alum. Take Bigsby. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Now
second
this
and
time
7.
they'll look to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Move goes James. That's good for another Jacksonville.
To the right, on the run, it's Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Here's a second and 9.
Brings up second down at the Texans' 14-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball. Quarter number 2 begins. Here's second and 9 as we are ready to get back underway. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And 9 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Texans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's 2 guys that play tight in the end. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State, he goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, That Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all three downs.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third.
He manages to get the throw and completes it. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down, Texans.
On the give, this is Mixon. Out trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Defensively, they got a little too eager, as we could see.
Still second down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. An inside give here to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Take down. Touchdown, Texans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Brian Thomas now in the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. The drive begins with a carry from ETN.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Open right side. That strains the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Yard gain brings up second down.
He'll drop to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now third down comes up. We'll try and run here with Bigsby. First down and more inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, Not quite a touchdown.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. He's got it at the 3, and it's recovered by one of his teammates. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Blitz coming, and he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stop on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Texans offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
And the Texans first down.
Dell, the motion man. Halftime coming up. Let's head. Both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3.
For the Jaguars.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it, you kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent can move out to 3 yards. They would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6.
It's
Good
a gain of
conversion
6.
on third down.
And the Texans first down.
Now Mixon, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
At the 20-yard line.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
At the 31-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up
Out of the gun. He'll throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Here's a short one. He's got screen. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
Gain of only a yard.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Texans offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Dell, the motion man. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second and 8. Now, Stroud. That one caught by Tank Dell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Complete to
17 yards, the gain there. First down for Houston.
First down, Houston.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw is Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Here's Stroud. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
The Texans, first down.
Now, Stroud. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Mixon. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Texans getting all set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Set up to throw. Caught over the middle by Thomas. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Etienne. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. Over the middle, it is Strange. They're going to work this down inside the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the Texans 44-yard line.
Taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run a draw with Mixon. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Mixon. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down.
Back to throw. Stroud. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Stroud. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 22 yards.
The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout.
First down, Texans.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
9-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Schultz, the motion man. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
Dell, the motion man. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Typically, I'm the first one to be screaming up here to keep your offense on the field. Be aggressive and go for it. But I think at this stage of the 4th quarter, possessions are at a premium. I think you take this field goal, make it a 2-possession game, and I think now it's really hard for your opponent to have enough time to come back. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Devontae Turpin on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for ETN.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Pass complete to ETN. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs. So just as importantly, stop the clock.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
To number 7, Brian Thomas Jr.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They get the victory away from home in the division, which is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.